Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm the Book Geek, also known as Kiava, and I'm back with my spring TBR. You're probably seeing this video at the end of March, but trust me, I have already started reading some of my spring books. Anyways, this spring TBR will consist of the months of March, April, and May. So I'll be spinning the wheel 9 times. All right, and so before we get started, we need to put a prompt on here to replace the last one that was taken off during our final spin from the winter season. And that one is going to be vertical title. All right, first spin. Okay, and it has landed on acknowledgements. Okay, let's replace acknowledgements with random word. This is our second spin. And it's landed on sophomore book. Let's add another prompt to the wheel. We're going to add one word title. Third spin. Well, the little thingy fell off. It keeps falling off, but it looks like it's on book club pick. So that's what I'm going with. Let's replace it with kid pick. Fourth spin. Looks like everything's falling down today. All right. You, my friend, sit up here. There you go. Stay up there. And the wheel has landed on one word title. Let's replace that with big book. Fifth spin. And we have A through Z random generator. Let's replace that one with horror wheel times 3. This is our sixth spin. Okay, and the wheel has landed on kid pick. Let's replace kid pick with color in the title. Seventh spin. Okay, I'm noticing a pattern here that it's landing in the same places over and over again. So I'm gonna go with vertical title for this one, but we're gonna tweak the wheel a little bit because it's not balanced. All right, let's replace this with any book. And this will be our 8th spin. Let's see if it lands anywhere else, someplace new. It's only landing in places where I've already replaced, which means that's telling me that it's landing in those places a lot because I have to keep replacing it in those same colors. So let's see if it lands any place new. I tightened it a little bit. Okay, it landed somewhere different, somewhat. It landed on self-published. This will be our final spin. Let's replace it with, female author. That's a good one, especially for Women's History Month. Final spin. And for the final spin, it has landed on niece pick, which my niece was just here yesterday. So I wish I had done this sooner. I could have asked her while she was here yesterday to pick out a book for me to read, but I'll give her a call. All right, so let me go choose the books and I'll be right back to show you which books I've selected to match the prompts. So I am back to show you guys which books I've chosen to read for the spring that match the prompts. So for self-published, I chose Wool. Now, apparently, this book started out as a self-published story, and everyone hails this as a self-publishing success story. Apparently, the author, Hugh, turned down like major publishing companies and a lot of money to get this book published and printed the way he wanted to, I guess. I don't know all the details behind it, but this definitely started out as a self-published story, which I did not know. I've had this story on my shelf, this book on my shelf for years, and I've wanted to read it for so many years, and I really hope I can get to it this spring. I think this is a science fiction, dystopian, like post-apocalyptic type story. Apparently, the outside world is dangerous. It says here on the back, what would you do if the world outside was deadly and the air you breathed could kill? And you lived in a place where every birth required a death, and the choices you made could save lives or destroy them. This is Jules' story. This is the world of wool. I definitely have to read this. I have been anticipating this for so many years since I bought it. For sophomore book, what I mean is I need to read an author's second book, not a sequel that they've written to a previous book, but the second book that they ever wrote that wasn't a sequel. And for that, I decided to go with The Cost of Knowing by Brittany Morris. I didn't even put two and two together, but apparently she is the same author of Slay, and this is her sophomore book. This is the second book that she wrote and published. I haven't read Slay yet. I haven't even read her first book yet. And I have the nerve to reread the second one. So maybe I'll throw this one in there if there's time. But I mean, it's not a sequel, so I can read them in any order. But yeah, The Cost of Knowing. Psyche, don't do that. I'm trying to concentrate. I can't concentrate when you're doing it. In this book, we have some teenage boys, black boys. One of them has a special gift. When he touches something, he can see its future. And everything's going to change for him when he touches a picture of his brother and sees his imminent death. With Alex now in a race against time, death, and circumstances, he and Isaiah must grapple with their past, their future, and what it means to be a young black man in America in the present. So this sounds like it's going to be very powerful, very relevant for today's times and the climate in which our country is in. And if I have time, what the hell, I'll throw Slay in there too. For a one-word title, I decided to go with Hex. This is, I believe, a witchy horror story. I love the cover, by the way, as well. So supposedly there's a town where whoever is born there, they're doomed to stay until their death. Anybody who settles there, they never leaves. And apparently this town is haunted by Black Rock Witch. A 17th century woman whose eyes and mouth are sewn shut. Apparently this town has been quarantined by using high-tech surveillance to prevent their curse from spreading. And of course, the teenagers in the town are going to break the rules. They're going to break the strict regulations. And I guess there's going to be consequences because of that. Now, for vertical title, I had a hard time finding a book with a vertical title. When I say vertical title, I mean a book title of the words going up and down instead of horizontally across traditionally. I found this one at first. The title of this book is You. So the title, I mean, if we turn it this way, it's horizontally, but we don't hold a book that way. We hold a book this way. So the title is going vertically, upside down vertically. But I don't know if I could count this one. I wasn't sure about this one. I don't know, maybe. And then I found this one, All the Bright Places, which the title is going vertically down the cover instead of horizontally across. So it's out of these two. I don't know which one I'm going to read. Probably All the Bright Places, because it's shorter. And there's no other reason. I guess this is like a teenage, coming of age type of contemporary story. I'm not sure what it's about. I can't remember. I don't want to read the whole synopsis. I do know it has stuff to do with love and friendship. And I think they have a movie to go with this. So after I read the book, I might watch the movie. If I think it's one that I could react to and get a good reaction out of, I might even record my reaction to this and do a book versus movie type of thing. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with All the Bright Places. So next up is Kid Pick. And for a Kid Pick, what I do is I choose a selection of books and I have my kids decide which book they think I should read. I just bought these books from the bookstore yesterday, and so I'm going to have them decide which of these 4 brand new books that I just bought that they think I should read. So the choices are I Who Have Never Known Men, Kane Gang All Stars. Oh my God, I can't wait to read this. I can't wait to read all of these. Death of the Author. This book is so beautiful. And The Dream Hotel. So let's see what they're going to choose for me to read. So out of these 4 books, my kids decided to go with I Who Have Never Known Men and The Dream Hotel. This book, I think, just came out not too long ago, and it reminded me of The Minority Report. If you ever seen that movie, this woman, she gets stopped at the airport, and I guess they said they was taking her into custody because she was at risk of harming the person she loves the most, her husband. Let's see what it says here. Hold on a second. Sarah has just landed at LAX, returning home from a conference abroad, when agents from the Risk Assessment Administration pull her aside and inform her that she will soon commit a crime. Using data from her dreams, they determined that she was going to commit a crime against her husband. That's just like, not just like, but similar to The Minority Report, where they were arresting people for crimes that they haven't committed yet. So, I mean, this sounds like it's going to be super interesting, and I can't wait to read it. And then, of course, I Who Have Never Known Men. God, from what I understand, these women are living someplace down below, like imprisoned. And I guess they're going to come up to the surface. But I guess they never had positive relationships with men before. Deep underground, 39 women live imprisoned in a cage. Watched over by guards, the women have no memory of how they got there, no notion of time, and only a vague recollection of their lives before. As the burn of electric light merges day into night and numberless years pass, a young girl, the 40th prisoner, sits alone and outcast in the corner. Soon she will show herself to be the key to the others' escape and survival in a strange world that awaits them above ground. This sounds like it's going to be incredible. I think I'm going to really, really love this. I think both of these are going to be 5 stars for me. I have high hopes. Now, for niece pick, I decided to choose some of my short horror stories for her to pick from. She likes horror like me. One of them is Jack and Jill by Keelan Patrick Burke. I love him. Psycho Raptor. And Guess, which this book reminds me of The Thing. So I'm going to call her and see which of these books she thinks I should read. So the options is Guess. And this book it's about, it's like aliens. It's about aliens. And then the second book is Jack and Jill. And it's about something creepy happening with little kids. And then the third one is Psycho Raptor. And it's basically a horror book about a dinosaur.
To be honest, I'm pretty sure Legend would pick the dinosaur one.
Yeah, Legend would. Which one you think I should read?
The middle one.
Jack and Jill, the one about the kids?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I'll read that one.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem.
Bye, baby.
Bye.
Now, for acknowledgments, what I have to do is pick a book, usually one of my favorite books, skim through the acknowledgement section of the book, and if an author is mentioned anywhere in the acknowledgments, I need to read a book from that author. Or if there's no author mentioned in the acknowledgments at all, if there's another name mentioned in the acknowledgments, I can find an author with that same name. Now, I have some of my favorite books facing outward here on the shelf. I think I'm just reach over and grab one and skim through the acknowledgments until I find an author's name. Yes. Yes. Okay, so PJ Vernon wrote this book that is on my list to read. Bathhouse. I think that's how you pronounce it. This book is on my want to read list, and it's written by PJ Vernon, and this author is mentioned on the acknowledgments page of Razor Blade Tears. So we're going to go with that one. I'm going to try and read Bathhouse, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's a thriller by PJ Vernon. All right, and then the next one is book club pick. Now for this one, I need to choose a book from a book club to read, a book club other than my own book club. If you don't know, I do run a book club. I created a book club and I run that book club. Every other month is a horror thriller book club, but I'm not going to be choosing from my own book club. I'm going to be choosing from somebody else's book club, like maybe Oprah or another booktuber's book club or Reese's book club. There's a bunch of book clubs out there. Oh, there is a book club that I follow. Hold on. This book club is called Genre Snaps Book Club. I'm going to list their information on screen and down below in the description box. So let me look through and see what was the latest book that they read for their book club. The latest book that they read was All I See Is Violence. It's about a woman warrior, single mother, 3 stories braided into the legacy of a stolen nation. All I See Is Violence weaves love, loss, and hard truths into a story that needs to be told, a journey through violence to bear witness to all that was taken, to honor what all of our ancestors lived through, and to heal by acknowledging the shadows in order to fight the light. So this book club, they will be wrapping up with this book tomorrow. I'll read it for my spring TBR. It's just a fun way to, to see what other book clubs are reading out there. I'm not going to join in on their conversation or anything like that, but I will pick this book up. I'm going to see if I can find it as an audio, but I'm trying to not to buy books, even though I spent $100 on books yesterday, but that's neither here nor there. Don't judge me. Anyway, for the last prompt, the last prompt is A through Z random generator. And so what that prompt means is I need to read a book that starts with whatever letter the generator lands on. I can also pick an author whose name begins with that letter, but I usually just pick a book that begins with that letter. So let's pop up the generator. A through Z random generator, which is more a spinning wheel, actually, landed on the letter L, and there was no hesitation. I'm reading Legendborn. They just came out with, I think, the 3rd book. Baby, I have to jump on this train quick. I'm 2 books behind. 3 books behind. We definitely will be reading Legendborn. Yes. Okay, so here are most of the books we will be reading. These are all possibilities for the spring, though. And I'm also doing a couple of reading challenges, which reminds me I need to pick a new reading challenge. So bear with me for 1 second. This is my reading challenge box. Let's decide what we're going to do for this spring reading challenge. And this says, oh, I don't want to do this one. I'm vetoing. I don't want to do this. No. Okay, I'm not. No, we gonna pick another one. We gotta pick another one. This one was an unhaul reading challenge. Reading 3 books I think I won't like to possibly unhaul, but I don't want to read books that I think I don't like right now. I'm not in the mood for that. So this one's going back in the box. Okay, no. Let's pick another one. Give me a good one. I get at least 3 choices before I get to pick one. That's the rules I'm just making up. Oh, reading books based on my personality / personality test. So I don't know if any of you guys have ever taken a personality test. I've taken one years ago. I'm definitely an introvert. I know I have an F in there for feeling. I'll take a new one to see what my rating is. And then I can pick books based off on personality tests. Oh, that's going to be a fun one. yeah, I don't know what books I'm going to read for this one yet. That will come in a later video, but that will be the reading challenge. Reading books based on a personality test. It'll be nice to take another personality test as an almost 40-year-old woman. The last time I took one, I was in my 20s. So, yeah. Anyways, that is my spring TBR. This was such a crazy video. I don't know how this video is going to come out. I got a new device to record on, but I can't see myself while I'm recording. So hopefully I'm in frame and everything looks great. And yeah. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Of course, let me know if you read any of these books, which ones you think that I should definitely make top priority, and I will see you guys in my next one.